Good morning, adventurers.
Well, good morning, y'all.
From beautiful sunny Texas.
The real question is, what the heck are we doing in Texas? Were we just in Colorado and, a bunch of blizzards and snow and crazy weather? Well, I guess you'll just have to stay tuned and find out.
Yeah, but for now, y'all need to go on and get up in that sky so we can show you this amazing place we're staying in. So I know in our last video, we promised y'all that we were going up to get Clementine, our vintage RV, and I promise we will do that in the next video.
But before that, you guys know we were traveling all over Colorado and we were trying to really embrace winter. We had so much awesome winter fun. So if you want to check those videos out, we'll link to them in the description below. But we were starting to crave the sun. So we hightailed it down to Texas, y'all.
Where it is currently 85 and sunny and glorious.
Yeah, I'm outside with my shirt off. This is what I needed. Our friend Chelsea moved into a new house. Our friends Mark and Amanda moved into a new house. And we're gonna see them, see their new places. We also moved into a new house, this bubble dome.
Yeah, and we finally got a pet, y'all. Little MJ.
We've actually been dying to stay in these little bubble domes here in Texas. They're just in the middle of the hill country, completely isolated.
So this is seriously our favorite part of Texas, and we are so happy to be here and sneak in this little trip before we really hit the road.
So this is the plan today. We're gonna give you guys a look around this awesome structure. I think it's gonna blow you away how it's built. There's a bunch of cool stuff going on underneath it. And then there is a dish we've been dying to try. It's one of our favorite dishes in Texas, maybe our favorite ever. And we are definitely gonna get one, a good one.
Ooh, I can't wait.
What is it?
Ooh, let's just say I'm glad I'm in my swimsuit now and not after we eat, because it is definitely a Texas-sized portion that we are about to embark on. Does that make sense?
I guess so. I don't know if you embark on a portion, but I get what you're saying.
We're gonna eat. But for now, we're gonna enjoy our little cheeky hot tub soak, have our delicious morning coffee, and then we will show you around our epic desert bubble dome. Moly, is this place beautiful or what? Technically this place is listed as luxury glamping, but I think it's just luxury living, because not only does it have a full-size bed, a living room, it also has a full-on kitchen, there is a huge shower, a whole toilet room, there's hot running water, and of course it has tons of charm.
This is really unlike any dome that we've stayed in, and that's because they've kind of built out walls on the inside, which I love. It kind of separates the space out, and they made it with raw wood, and they kind of cut it all in all these little geometric shapes that kind of mimics the vibe of the geometric dome that it's in. They also just did a really good job on the woodwork. I mean, all these angles are so hard to get lined up. We know, because when we were working on Clementine, we ran far away from any angled type of cuts. We made stuff very simple because we were not very experienced. And stuff like this, all these complicated joints, this is very hard to do and make it look clean. They did just a little protective whitewashing on it, and I really love it because it matches the interior of the dome, it matches the desert vibes, and they just have really subtle pops of really organic colors around. But this is my favorite touch in the whole place. I just thought this was so creative. They put these real arrows going completely through the wall. They pop through the other side. We'll have to show you that in a little bit. But there's nothing hanging here, there's no color, there's no paint, there's no nothing. It's just the arrows going through the wall. Simplicity. Of course, the coolest part of the dome is the giant window that sits right in front of the bed. So that means you get to lay here, you get to watch the desert views. I assume you're gonna have an epic view of the stars when it becomes nighttime. The downside to it is that this quadrant is very, very hot. Luckily, they do give you a curtain so you can close this, but we didn't want to close it because we want to see the desert. Black was a really bad choice.
I was about to say, sir, you need a light linen dress like me.
Speaking of, what do you guys think of Allison's dress? She just got this.
I went shopping in Texas because, full disclosure, we didn't think we would be going anywhere warm, so I only packed sweaters and jeans. I didn't pack a single dress like a dodo bird, so hello summer / spring / Texas.
Well, you look so adorable.
Thanks. Want to show y'all how this dome is built, but first we gotta show you around in here because this place is just decorated so well. I mean, look at this amazing little sitting nook over here. You got these cool wooden chairs, you got a functioning record player with some really cool records. I mean, look at this good old Glenn Campbell A rhinestone cowboy. He's out in the desert having the best time of his life.
We've also been listening to Bobby Gentry. I've never heard her before, other than maybe on the radio every once in a while. But yeah, it's pretty good stuff.
And then over here, they have the coolest wall of knickknacks and tchotchkes. It's been a lot of fun goofing around with all the funny stuff they have up here.
We've got the tiniest, most adorable antler, the world's classiest little compass. We were literally trying to use this to figure out which star was the North Star. We still don't know. This might be the world's coolest pair of binoculars. Boop, woo! Hey there, lady. Ooh, yeah. Then we have the world's biggest pair of binoculars. Holy cow. I can see your pores.
Oh, geez.
Magnifying glass, which I just might need because my eyes are not what they used to be. Are they? They have the most adorable little picnic backpack carry case thing. It has all these little accoutrements in here, and then it's got all the room for your wine, your cheese, your charcuterie. They also have a fine collection of reading material like Zen and the Art of Motorcycle Maintenance. They also have Zen in the Art of Archery. I think whoever shot up the wall over there probably needed to read this book. That one was funny, right?
Yeah.
I've had to edit out a bunch of goofy stuff I did because it was too stupid. I was gonna grab this axe and show it to you, but this is actually screwed in. They kind of put it into the wood right there and then put a little screw right there.
It's because they knew Eric Beeler was coming here and the things he would do if he could get his hands on it. Directly off the bedroom, you have the cute little kitchen area. Y'all, we have been fawning over these countertops. Boy, do we wish we could have put real live edge slabs in Clementine, but sadly they're way too heavy. So we'll just enjoy them here. Even though the kitchen is small, it's pretty mighty. They give you, plates and cutlery. They give you water bottles to use while you're out and about. And actually, the well on site goes straight down into an aquifer, so the water is super pure and delicious. They give you plenty of coffee and one of those, what is this, a Chemex?
Oh yeah, is that what this is? Something coffee related, but we've never used it.
A drip coffee. You guys know us. We just do our iced coffee from a bottle.
Even if it's a mountain of snow outside, she's still getting iced coffee.
It's just so refreshing, no matter the season. They have a cheeky, tiny little fridge, but it does have a working freezer.
And of course, it's that vintage style that you've seen in pretty much every place we've been in lately.
And then they have a nice little sink. Actually, I think this might be the exact same basin that we have in Clementine.
Oh, it might be.
But it acts as your cleanup, wash-up area and your sink for the bathroom. If you follow me around the corner, you enter the final area of this little dome, the bathroom. It's a little dark back here, but it's a nice little nook. It's really cool, which is nice because the showers get nice and toasty. But more importantly, it has a full freaking shower with a rain head. It has on-demand hot water, so it never runs out.
And I love how it's like a cylindrical kind of shower. I think that's pretty neat.
It mimics the dome. It's also kind of like one of those bank tubes that flies up.
Oh yeah, you get in there and then it sucks you out.
Off to space. The walls in here are made out of this plaster that's supposed to look like concrete. I think they just put it over plywood, but it looks really heavy duty and nice. Now I'm thinking if our wooden Clementine ever spoils, we can do something like this.
Just cover it with concrete.
Yeah, just cover it with concrete.
And this tiny little nook off the shower room is the bathroom. Or, I guess, the toilet room.
Yeah.
I don't know why we call a toilet room a bathroom in America, but we do. So, of course, it's a tiny little room, but it's just big enough to do your business. And they have a nice little window right here, so when you are doing your business, you can kind of peek out, see what's happening out in the nature. When I first saw the arrows, I thought that they just, stopped at the wall, and then I came in here and saw that they actually go through. Isn't that cool? I absolutely love that touch.
Yeah, the details, man.
Yeah,
they're
it's
good.
such a simple thing, but man, it's such a unique idea that I'm going to steal one day. Well, who do we have here? Look who showed up at our door. Hey, buddy. They have 100 acres here, you guys. It is so freaking vast. And a large portion of it is all these little paved trails that you can drive, but some of it is not so paved.
No, they have quite a few little trails throughout the property, and one in particular leads to maybe some furry friends. And that's definitely the hike we are about to do.
Yeah, emphasis on furry.
Yeah, very furry. Meet Elvis and Presley. I'm not sure which one is which. These two Highlander?
Highlander cows?
Yeah.
No, they're Highland cows.
They have 2 Highland cows on the property, and they give you snacks to give to them. Oh my gosh, your head is all the way out here.
Look how big this guy's head is. They're so powerful. Oh, they're going at it. We're thinking that this one likes the brush. He seems to be pretty chill, but every once in a while he throws his head around, so you gotta watch out.
Those horns are mean and
Yeah,
wild.
man, look at those things, holy cow.
Golly. Y'all know we've been talking about buying land. We went and looked at a bunch of properties in Colorado, but we can't decide if we want to buy something with a home already on it that needs to be fixed up, or do something like this, just get a bunch of land and put cool little Airbnbs, something like that. So we thought it'd be a fun stop for inspiration for ourselves.
Yeah, we can never decide like if we'd want to get, some old vintage trailers, or you could do a dome like this, or tiny homes, or who the heck knows. But now staying here really makes you want to make a dome.
Maybe we'll just do one of literally everything.
Yeah.
We'll buy thousands of acres and just put one of every type of home or structure or anything there. That's my plan.
Are we going the wrong way?
Yeah.
Okay.
Eric always just starts filming and then I have to slowly corral him in the right direction. We're gonna show you around the outside of the dome in just a bit, but it is almost lunchtime, and so we are gonna go get one of our favorite dishes. It's a big old Texas-sized portion of chicken fried steak. And it's gonna go directly into my belly. We came to the Dahlia Cafe to try this magnificent dish. And chicken fried steak is basically just a big hunk of steak that you tenderize, you batter it, and you deep fry like you would fried chicken. And then you smother it in gravy and enjoy.
It's basically like schnitzel, kind of, right?
Yes, they add a lot of seasoning into the batter, and then the gravy should be really peppery. We went with the jalapeno creamy gravy. Oh my gosh, so there's little bits of jalapeno in there. Oh my God, already.
This might be the crispiest chicken fried steak I've ever seen.
There's so much crispy batter on there. Okay, get some of the batter, get some of that nice steak, get a bunch of that gravy. Well, that is about as perfect as chicken fried steak gets. The meat is so tender in there, and then the breading is extra crunchy. The gravy is so peppery and a little spicy with the jalapeno in there, but so creamy and salty. Oh my God, I love this. This is when I used to live in Texas when I was little. Chicken fried chicken, which is a thing. Anytime it was on the menu, I would get it.
I quit hogging it all. Split it up. Give me some.
Fine.
We're back at our awesome little bubble dome. The sun is being diffused by the clouds over there, so it's so much cooler out here. It's very nice. But we gotta give you a look around on the outside of this place. Of course, the inside is awesome, but the outside is just as awesome. Did I say awesome too many times?
Yes, but we always do.
Whoopsie. Follow me to our desert paradise. So they've really made an awesome... There's that word again. So they've just made a really cool outdoor space. You walk out of that first deck, and then you have these series of little rope bridges that lead to these 2 different decks, ultimately down to this hot tub that we started the video at this morning. And then if you follow that down, it actually goes to this little seating area where you can sit and enjoy the nature while the sun's going down, which we'll probably be doing a little bit later.
With a fire, right?
Yeah, we have something very special that we're gonna build that fire for, so stay tuned for that. Something extra large, one might even say jumbo. I don't know where I'm going with this.
Another Texas-sized joke, I guess.
I guess. The domes are very spread out, so you really feel like you just have your own secluded spot. From the bird's eye view, you can see that there's a ton of distance between the domes. It looks like they have about 4 of them, and I think they're working on more. This whole thing is put together really well. It's all welded steel with this kind of rusted patina on it, so it looks very in its element. These rope bridges are actually incredibly sturdy. It's like really thick rebar, and then a bunch of welded steel, and then this, I think, is the tread from a tank or a big tire or something. I don't know, but it is very sturdy.
So they have the neat multi-level decks going on, but they also have this big, I guess, hammock type of thing?
Get on there.
Are we supposed to get on?
I think you're supposed to get on there.
Supposed to keep critters from climbing up or us from climbing down? Whoa, that was oh my God. It is not hard or rigid at all. It's.
You look very awkward down there, just so you know.
I'm just having such a good time here on vacation.
This cat has become our best buddy. He's just been following us around everywhere.
Aww.
The underside of this thing is very interesting. I didn't really see any signs of a septic tank, so I was wondering what the heck was happening with the waste. It all goes into this big contraption right there. That is like a jumbo composting toilet holding tank. These are really common in like off-grid tiny houses. Not so much in RVs because they're freaking gigantic. But man, it'd be sweet to have a tank like that in the RV. Huh?
I mean, it would take up the entire size of Clementine, but that would be sweet.
And that's what this tube is that's sticking out of it. This is the vent. So you don't want the vent to be right here because, you know, it won't smell so good. So they run it up a tree way over there. When you peek under here, you can see that all the ductwork, the HVAC stuff, the electrical is all run underneath the floor. However, it's not really insulated, and I found that very interesting. Maybe just because it doesn't get that cold, but you think you'd want to keep the cold air on the inside too. You can also just see all the custom metalwork and fabrication they had to do. So that was all custom built to be a platform for this dome. The plus side of that is that it is really freaking sturdy. This thing isn't going anywhere.
They really went ham with the welding here. I mean, even this little platform is this awesome, epically welded piece.
This really confused me for just a split second because it looks like a magic trick or something.
Yeah, it's really cool, and it's just to hose the little temperature gauge.
Did you say hose?
Hose? Did
Yeah.
I say? Hold.
Hose the temperature gauge?
I meant to say hold.
I think they got it. I got it.
Inside, the only way to heat up food is with a microwave. They don't have a cooktop or anything, but they do have, uh-oh, did I break it? This,
Ooh.
a nice fancy grill.
That's
Ooh.
fancy, nice.
Oh,
Oops.
confirmed, I broke it. What you up to down here?
I am trying to make a fire. Check it out, you guys. I found a little ferro rod, and I really love trying to make fires with this because it's kind of hard. I found all this dry stuff that I think could be good tinder. We also got some fine brisket wood that Allison found. You know, she's an expert in that stuff. Oh, this is definitely gonna work. Whoa. That was close. Dang it. I suck.
Well, you've mastered sparking it.
Glad this isn't life or death because it would be certain death. Brisket would help me. Oh, hell yeah.
Oh.
Dude, I feel like Tom Hanks. Oh my goodness.
Fire.
I did it.
Oh, except
This is supposed to be in there.
Doing
Oops.
it in there.
Okay, it'll be fine. All right, we got our basic starter fire transferred to the pit. Nowhere to go from here but up, baby. From one small spark, I have created a raging fire. And now we feast. Y'all, we got jumbo marshmallows. Check these out, like 4 times the size of a regular marshmallow. We have kind of our own spin on s'mores. We're not big graham cracker fans. We feel like it just complicates the whole thing. So what we do is we get a big old marshmallow, we stuff it full of chocolate. You can see the chocolate, we actually stuffed it in the middle so it kind of exploded out of there. And then you jam the stick in there with it, and it becomes like a marshmallow with a chocolate melted center. It's amazing. But the key is you have to cook them very slow, and then at the very end, you catch the marshmallow on fire, but you gotta heat up the chocolate. Oh my God. Oh my God, marshmallows are so good.
This looks like the most delicious Blair Witch Project ever.
I got a big chunk of chocolate in that one. Oh man. Do I have anything on my face? Goodbye, amazing little desert dome house. We will miss you.
Sadly, the time has come to move along and leave our little desert dome. We're gonna miss it. It was pretty dang sweet, and it was so fun exploring this property.
That is true, but we have a different home that we're gonna be going to.
Oh, our real home! An even tinier home!
Yeah.
By the way, in case you're wondering why I'm wearing this dress again, it's because I'm just gonna get as much mileage out of it as I can while it's warm. Because after we leave here, we're finally heading up to Chicago to pick up Clementine. It's gonna be much colder up there. So goodbye heat, hello Clementine, hello cold weather for a second, and then we'll probably do what you guys have been telling us all along and head to warmer climates.
This is all assuming that Clementine isn't gonna break down again, all right? And if she does, we might actually drive it off a cliff this time. I know we've been threatening, but we will do it.
Goodbye adventurers.
We'll see you on the road.